Hi Sagittarius, welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. This is your weekly reading for the week of September 2nd through September 8th, 2018. And I do want to apologize, I've missed a couple of weeks of videos. Been really affected by red tide this year. If you're from the Gulf Coast, anywhere in the States, you know how brutal it's been. And I'm super sensitive, so I wasn't feeling well. Had to take some medication for it. It was pretty brutal. Hopefully everything's been resolved now. Things are starting to ease up. They're opening the beaches, so it feels pretty good, and I'm back. And so hopefully that won't happen again. And I do want to invite you to join me over on Facebook on Wednesday nights from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I do go live. I'd love to see you, chat with you, maybe pull a few cards for you, and get to know you a little better over there. And of course, if you'd like to get a reading with me, be absolutely happy to do that for you. And you can contact me through my website or through my Facebook page. Follow me over there. Information is in both places. So this week I've decided to change up the format of the reading, and I would love to hear your opinion on it, whether you like this format or the format that I was doing before. You can leave a comment in the box below, or you can join me over on Facebook. I will be posting up a poll in a week or two. Quick and easy, vote for whichever one you like, whatever's more convenient for you. So the way I'm doing these readings for this week is I'm choosing a light card, a shadow card, a love card, and a money card. And then I'm going to wrap that up with an inspiration card, kind of tie everything together, and see how you can switch things around. If it's a rough week, we'll see. I don't feel like it's going to be for you, Sagittarius, but how you can live the best life possible in this week. And of course, next week there'll be another one. But let's get started. So I'm going to pull your light card, and I'm using the Archangel Oracle card deck from Doreen Virtue. This also brings in some divine assistance and angel that you can work with to stay in the light, to live your highest life possible. Sagittarius, for you this week, we have Archangel Azrael with comfort. And it says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. And I think a lot of us have been going through some major shifts in the past few weeks. It seems like things are just sometimes getting heavier and heavier. Things are coming up from the past that we thought we healed and cleared. Patterns are starting to emerge that we thought we had broken, things like that. And so a lot of us are really battered, Sagittarius. I think you're feeling particularly so this week. And so as you move through this week, there's going to be a lot of divine assistance to help you heal. This is a week of relaxing, of taking it easy. There's no new lessons or new things to come up. Good news, thank God, for you to work on or for you to clear. This is more the integration period where where self-care is super important. You nurture yourself, take care of yourself, give yourself some rest. It's really important. You've been doing really hard work. And so make sure that whatever you do, comfy clothes, comfy environment, whatever you need to do to shift that. And if you're really struggling, call on Archangel Azrael to help you with that. So let's pull your shadow card now. Now for me, shadow isn't always negative. It can be things that you weren't aware of that are negative in nature. But the way I look at shadow is almost like on a computer. On a computer, you have a lot of programs running in the background that you're not even aware that they're running, but they're making things work or not work if they're corrupt on your computer. With the user experience, you don't know they're running. You only know when they're not running, or that you can access and use your computer the way you want to. So this is very much, shadow to me is very much like that for the human experience. It's patterns, thoughts, emotions, even behaviors that are sort of on autopilot, that we're not consciously aware of, that very much affect our human weekly experience. And so let's see what is running behind the scenes for you this week, Sagittarius. Okay, so I actually have two cards here. I have Merlin, which in this deck is like the Magician and the Tarot, but it also talks about creating balance through alchemy, and alchemy obviously is transmuting one thing, one form to another. And the next one we have is the Wasp, and that really is talking about, the card says anger, retaliation, and jealousy. I don't necessarily know that this is what's going on, but I feel like you may be feeling this, like you just want to snap back. Wasp medicine comes in. Um, Wasps can be very aggressive, and you don't have to attack their nest to be attacked by them. If you near their nest, if they think that there's a possible danger, if the wind blows the wrong way, wasps come out in horde and just attack. And so there is an element of overkill to that. And this may be building up inside of you, and there may not even be any reason present. This could be a lot of the past frustrations, a lot of the things where perhaps people have spoken to you in a negative way or in an abusive way that you just want to get back at them, but you've been biting your tongue. Unless you send that to the earth every single day, it's going to build up within you. And I feel like that's what's happening for you this week. And with Merlin here, you have the opportunity to change that anger, that frustration from something that would retaliate into something where you're aware of it, and you're aware that when outside things enter your space and disturb your peace, that feels very threatening to you. And so shining the light on that, you can realize that, hey, this isn't actually a threat. It just feels like it. Go within, find out where those roots are, where that threat or that feeling of defensiveness comes from within you, because I feel like it's really ready to transmute with this Merlin here. You've been doing the work, and that's that last thing. And with this comfort here, you may be thinking, oh, okay, I'm in a great relaxed space, and then something happens and you snap. So be aware of that this week. Try to turn it into something positive. Try to turn it into an awareness of something within you that needs to clear, any buttons that it pushes. And really, again, that self-care, that self-nurturing, send love to it, and that will help clear that out of your energy field. So let's look at your love and money for this week, Sagittarius. Excuse me. And I'm using a regular tarot deck for this, but I'm shuffling beneath the desk so that it doesn't get too loud in the microphone. I don't want to blow your ears out if you're wearing headphones. It's not pleasant. So we're looking at love and money for Sagittarius for the week of September 2nd through September 8th, 2018. Let me give this deck a real quick cut. And let's see what it holds. Okay, so Sagittarius, for love, we have, let me turn this where you can see it, we have Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles is usually a money card, and it's interesting how it's happening this week. I'm getting a lot of money cards for love and love cards for money, but we can work with this. It really talks about being at the top of your game, being recognized. So, and I know Sagittarius, you like that recognition anyway. You're not afraid of the spotlight, and you're not afraid of pretty much lighting up everyone's world. You're a lot of fun. You're very adventurous. You're very spontaneous, and so you take that sense of adventure wherever you go. But I feel like with love, it's not only that, it's that you have experience with the self. You know what you want, you know who you are, and you actually know how to get it. And so if you're single and looking, this is a week you will be respected, not just say as an entertainment or a pretty face, but you will be respected for who you are, because you know that, you know who you are, and you're putting it right out there, and you have no problems doing so. If you're coupled, this week, love for Sagittarius, it really is talking about reaching a new level in a relationship. So with a lot of hard work, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, healing sore past issues, stuff like that. You've really reached a new level that you can kick back, relax, and take comfort in that, yeah, you're at the top of the game. You're at the top of your game. You and your partner are solid, and you know where you're going and how to get there. So let's look at money now. Okay, so for money, we have King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is completely, purely based in logic. He's not one to necessarily take chances, which is against the fire that you carry. But this talks about making wise decisions financially. And it may mean a tightening of the belt or a little bit more discipline than what you're used to, but it's starting to pay off. So they're asking you to continue that this week. Excuse me. They're asking you to continue that vigilance this week, that sound judgment. Whatever your financial goals are, you will attain them, and you're almost there, so keep going with that. You've got a very solid plan. Stick to it. Let's pull your inspiration card now and see how we can tie all of this together. Inspiration for Scorpio. For their highest good and the most light-filled week possible. And they fell on the floor. I am dropping all my cards this week. If you watch your rising and your moon, you'll probably see me pick more cards off the floor. I'll be right back. Okay, so the card for you, Scorpio, is Pause. And this is one of my favorite decks. I love the imagery on this. It's so powerful. And so for you, you have Pause. And so I feel like, yeah, you've been doing a lot of work. You've been pushing really hard. Not only work with yourself, but work in your environment, work with your relationship. There's been a lot of busy activity around you, which normally you thrive in, but I feel like it's getting to be a bit much. And so they're asking you to take a pause, have fun. Don't overdo it, obviously, with this King of Swords, but take a break, have some fun. Make sure you're getting enough rest. It's difficult with all of that energy you have, but make sure that you're getting enough rest, that you're eating properly, that you are showing yourself love with proper self-care. And it's okay to pause. It's okay to take a breather. There's really nothing to do this week. I feel like if anything, it's letting things that you've been working on integrate. You may be triggered a little bit with this wasp here, but that doesn't mean you've had a setback. Find out what remains, pull it out, and move on with your week. And that is all I'm getting for you this week, Sagittarius. I want to thank you again for watching this video. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Put up videos every week. Hopefully that won't happen again. I put up videos every week, and I would love to see you here again next week. Thanks again, and many blessings to you.